We've arrived at the world's largest cocoa pod farm where, after being carefully cultivated, workers are now manually harvesting the cocoa, carefully selecting only the highest quality pods. These are then gathered into containers for easy transport to the processing unit. The real excitement starts there. Once they reach the small cleaning unit attached to the farm, large machine cutters split the cocoa pods into halves to extract the core part. As we observe these workers, they are efficiently separating the cocoa nibs, which protect the cocoa beans, and setting aside the extracted materials. These cocoa nibs, once left to dry, will gradually form a dry skin layer on their surface. After air drying, the nibs are checked to ensure they are ready for roasting. A preliminary quality test is conducted on these nibs to confirm they are beneficial for producing cocoa butter and chocolate, given how easily they break. Now take a look as they've started to open all the cocoa bean packs and pour them into a hopper from where they're gradually moved to the collection bins with the help of vibrators. These vibrators first use vibrations to peel off the fine skin present on the cocoa beans, and then the clean beans are transferred to the roaster. As the nibs begin to roast, they start to expose the cocoa bean inside the shell. With the help of separating machines, the cocoa beans are then detached from the husks or shells, which are collected in dust bins on one side, while the cocoa beans are sent to grinding machines. Here, the beans are finely ground into cocoa powder. Let's gather the remaining materials needed to make Nutella, starting with the harvesting of sugar beets. Once a significant amount of sugar beets has been collected at their unit, they undergo a series of cleaning processes followed by shredding, and finally, they're taken through the sugar-making process. Sugar plays a crucial role in the making of Nutella spread, and you can see here that the white sugar, once approved through testing, will be placed into a sieve vibrator. This ensures that only the best sugar is used for Nutella. Now it's time to talk about milk, for which they exclusively contract happy, well-fed cows. This is because it's believed that the happier the cows are, the sweeter, higher quality, and more abundant their milk will be. The farm owners regularly update the quality assurance team about the cows' well-being and milk production, once the top quality milk is delivered to the new. The first step is to test the milk for quality. Only after it receives approval from all experts are orders given to proceed with the milk. After securing cocoa, milk and sugar, the next ingredient we need for making Nutella is hazelnuts. For this, we've headed to Turkey, known for producing the best hazelnuts in abundance. When it's time for the hazelnuts to be harvested, which is done based on the demands of Nutella producers, a harvesting process begins. This involves using heavy machinery. Along with the hazelnuts, some debris is also collected. Machinery capable of selectively collecting hazelnuts from the debris and using a back blower to return the rest of the debris to the ground. Upon arrival at the factory, the hazelnuts are roasted and separated from their hulls to prepare a fine paste. A human inspection is essential to ensure that nothing undesirable sneaks in to spoil the flavors. The last and most crucial ingredient that prevents Nutella's spread from solidifying and enhances its taste is palm oil. The production of palm oil starts with the harvesting of palm fruit. The harvested bunches are then taken to factories where they are sterilized and threshed. This process separates the fruits from the bunches, which are then mechanically pressed to extract the oil from the pulp. After gathering all the ingredients, we return to the factory where the production of Nutella has begun. The first step involves blending the hazelnut paste into the raw cocoa powder in a mixer until it forms a smooth mixture. The inherent oil content in the cocoa paste and hazelnuts transforms it into a silky smooth paste. Subsequently, one by one, all the essential ingredients collected earlier, including this paste, sugar, milk powder, and other secret ingredients, are added and left to mix for a while. After mixing for a set period, we are presented with the highly beloved Nutella chocolate spread. Just looking at its consistency is making me tempted to declare today a cheat day. The process of filling glass jars with Nutella begins without delay, ensuring that the flavors are perfectly preserved in the jars, ready to deliver that addictive taste with every bite. It's an extremely satisfying process where all the machines work in unison to fill, seal, and pack the jars meticulously. And let's not forget about attaching the Nutella labels. Next, we turn our attention to the buckets, which are filled with Nutella using clean and efficient nozzles. Let's take a closer look, and I bet it's hard not to be satisfied at the sight. After being filled, the buckets pass under detectors to ensure they are sealed properly, preventing any Nutella from going to waste. It's beautiful how the rollers beautifully seal every bucket cape that comes their way with the help of the most advanced machines. Empty layers are being passed over a bell while the cream-coated layer moves underneath so they can easily fit together. And look how beautifully they are falling into place right on time, seeing the cream between them. This same process is repeated to add more layers. I'm amazed at how effortlessly these machines are performing the task. If you find this method to be quite convenient, don't forget to like the video. Where else will you find such beautiful and effective machines that can produce jam biscuits so effortlessly and quickly and in such large quantities? They know exactly when to drop the jam to avoid any mess.
First of all, what went through my mind is how stupid am I to actually...
Let me show you how this process is happening at a remarkable speed, which is why they can easily dispatch close to 100 million biscuits in a day. The biscuits shaped like sunflowers look even more beautiful and satisfying when they're pressed down. Imagine machines so ingeniously designed and effective that they can churn out jam biscuits with seamless ease and efficiency. This dough, crafted with exquisite care, will be precisely cut and then placed into a mold-making wired gadget. Their aim goes far beyond simply creating cubes. Once all the cubes are carefully filled into all the molds, they will close the lid of this small electric maker to prepare a nice soft covering that resembles a walnut. After giving it the shape of nuts, they will move all these soft nut coverings to the chocolate filling station. As soon as they are filled with chocolate, they will be joined together to create a snack that looks like a whole walnut. You must have eaten plenty of red velvet cupcakes, but let's see how that dazzling buttercream is applied in bulk on top of them. This inside factory clip will assure you that all the cupcakes here are being prepared with utmost care and cleanliness. The cupcake trays don't stop moving even for a second thanks to these machines that excel at working so quickly. These ingredients are being added to prepare a special dough, and the best part is that this product is also made in a 100% automated manner. Now, when the machines have prepared the dough properly, they will transfer it to hoppers, from where you will see how cutters dispense a specific amount of dough onto the belt. The advantage of this is that you can produce a good bulk quantity of the same product in less time. Let me tell you, this dough is being prepared to make soft and fluffy waffles, which will be placed in proofing chambers for a while to proof. As soon as the dough has risen for a specific time, the huge waffle mixers are greased and ready. All the dough balls will pass through the waffle makers where they are thoroughly cooked from the moment they enter until they come out. These mini waffles are prepared in ready-made factories to help make your breakfast quicker and ensure they are served with absolute freshness. Music.